Have you ever wondered how a seemingly modern army could be driven to flee in terror? No, it's not some big secret weapon or their big difference in number of troops that caused their terror also, but it was cannibalism. I can hear you saying, no, that cannot be possible, it must be a lie. But I can assure you it's all a true story, and it happened in the 1950s in the Korean War. From ancient civilizations to modern-day anomalies, the practice of consuming human flesh has captivated minds with fear and sparked controversy throughout history. This horrific action has been given the name of cannibalism. Ancient civilizations like the Aztecs and Mayans engaged in ritualistic cannibalism as part of religious ceremonies, while some European societies resorted to desperate measures during times of famine and conflict. In today's world, while cannibalism is largely condemned and illegal, isolated instances still emerge in remote tribal regions like Papua New Guinea, where reports of ritualistic practices persist. Additionally, the chilling cases of individuals with psychological disorders or extreme circumstances resorting to cannibalism serve as stark reminders of the darker facets of human nature. But now let's return to our story. What happens when fear and misunderstanding collide on the battlefield? Let's delve into the depths of this haunting narrative to uncover the truth behind the myths in this war. Amidst this tumultuous period, Ethiopia, a nation known for its rich history and proud warriors, answered the call for aid. The Ethiopian troops, part of the illustrious KG Battalion, answered this call by joining the war through the UN in the South Korean side against the North Koreans. The KG Battalion, a group of Ethiopia's finest, handpicked to serve in a distant land. Trained by Swedish instructors, the troops for the battalion were volunteers from the Ethiopian Imperial Guard, which consists of the military's best trained and loyal men. From Battle Pork Chop Hill to Triangle Hill, the battalion didn't just fight, they excelled. Brave patrols, daring rescues, and a resilience that knew no bounds, earning them accolades and respect from all who witnessed their courage. Here's where things get interesting. The battalion night patrols were legendary. Holding hands in the dark to stay together, they outsmarted ambushes and navigated the treacherous night with uncanny unity, a strategy so effective that even the US Special Forces took note. The enemy, unfamiliar with these new adversaries, found themselves facing a force shrouded in mystery and fear. As the Ethiopian troops, with their distinct black skin, engaged in battle, a chilling misunderstanding took root. The enemy, never having encountered black individuals before, mistook these brave soldiers for demons, a grave misinterpretation born of ignorance and fear. In the heat of battle during the war, the Ethiopian troops displayed a remarkable commitment to their fallen comrades. As the smoke of each battle cleared, a peculiar sight befuddled their foes. The Ethiopians, refusing to abandon their fallen brethren, carried them from the battlefield with a reverence that spoke of unbreakable bonds forged in the crucible of war. The enemy, perplexed and unnerved, scoured the battlegrounds in vain. Not a single Ethiopian soldier lay among the fallen, a mystery that fueled rumors and sowed seeds of fear among their ranks. But it was not just their unwavering loyalty that confounded the enemy. In the quiet of the night, as the Ethiopian troops gathered around to share a meal that they hunted from their surrounding, the enemy watched from afar in horror as the Ethiopians, in a solemn ritual of brotherhood, consumed raw animal meat. They avoided starting a fire to cook the meat to avoid getting detected by enemy using the smoke that would result from the fire. Misguided by fear and ignorance, the North Koreans mistook this act of camaraderie for a darker truth, that of cannibalism and savagery. This myth was most likely bolstered by the fact that most Chinese and Koreans had never seen blacks before, and the Ethiopians were the only all-black contingent among the UN forces. In fact, the Chinese even offered a reward to any soldier who could bring back an Ethiopian, dead or alive. As the war raged on, the Ethiopian troops faced losses, 121 killed and 536 missing. Yet they never faltered, retrieving fallen comrades, never leaving anyone behind. They embodied the true meaning of brotherhood. Now, after many years after the battle, the Ethiopians can still be seen eating raw meat as their main delicacy.